Alright, there we go. That should be everything all set up. Wow. Takes me about 8 minutes to send out, like, all the tweets and the posts and everything. That, Oh well. Alright. Make sure everything is running okay. It looked it right earlier, but... yeah, looks good now. Hop into the game. Alright, this can be turned off for now. Should probably try and run. Since I'm playing as a Astrologian, a healer right now, maybe I'll try to queue into Lost City of Amdapor hard after I finish running this quest line so I can get that quick healer queue. Also, I'm wearing my total, like, hippie glamour again for the Astro. Let's see where the... oh. Well, okay then. Out into the Central Highlands. Oh. And I also got myself a mount that I think will work fairly well for the Astrologian. Alright, the round lantern. It's because it's so starry and bright, and of the mounts that I have, it just felt like this was the one that would work well. Come on. There it is. Oh yeah, actually I should probably go up top and drop in through the ceiling. Oh, or not even drop in, they're all up here anyway. And I'm also using a perfect Astrologian minion. My little Astro Urianje. I have... Nah, I don't really want that one. Alright. Let's get started with this. Charlian Ascending, huh? I don't even remember what I did with these people's accents before, so I guess I'll just make them up as I go again. Now that Voldemort has so graciously agreed to discontinue his meddling in our affairs, I believe we may find our peers and colleagues more receptive to our proposals. Perhaps I shall begin with another trip to the vault to inquire about them reconsidering my petition to grant Lady Leveva the opportunity to speak with the Conclave. We all have our strengths, Jean-Quinard. None will deny that yours is convincing seemingly sane people to do your bidding. Ash here is a testament to that. I look forward to hearing of your progress. As for myself, there are still some questions I need answered. The first being, how exactly did Voldemort come into contact with the Charlian assassins? Whimperain, attend me. I wish to visit Foundation and learn if there have been any sightings of suspicious foreigners. Might I suggest that Ash does the same? Do the same here at the Observatorium? Perhaps a second call on our new ally will help mine uncle recall aught he may have pretermitted. Pretermitted? In the heat of the previous moment. Guess I can go ahead and ready a card. Seven hells. I rue the day I ever see another Charlian. Please, I've done all you asked. What more do you want from me, blood? Or are you simply here to boast? Or mayhap you wish to know how the Charlians came to be involved in my scheme? I thought as much. If it was so important, why didn't your Lady Leveva ask me earlier? Her head is so far in the stars, she fails to see what unfolds around her on the ground. Truth is, it was never my scheme in the first place. It was the Charlians. They came to me not long after Professor Mace's ship was diverted to Thonolin. Yes, I said diverted. The pirates in the Strait of Malthor, the magically manipulated storms off the Rotano, all were staged to prevent your friends from ever arriving. When they did, the Charlians were forced to change their plans. They required help hiring local hands discreetly, something they could not do as foreigners. I agreed to lend them my aid because I felt we both stood to benefit from the disappearance of Jan Quinard and that foul chit. Well, okay then. Whee! Ow. That's okay, I don't need those knees. The Chief Astrologian? There's hardly a day when he isn't meeting with visitors from across the realm and beyond. Why, this past moon he has been entertaining guests with very distinct markings on their faces. I asked Lord Voldemort whence they hailed. He only answered, the north. Oh, the Athenium. The Charlians came to him? Well, that can only mean, then, that mine uncle was only a pawn in a much larger game. A game that began long before we ever became involved. Think back, Ashran. The bandits in the Black Shroud, and those pirates you described that attacked you in Limsa. They all had strange facial markings, as did our false astrologian. It's not much, but perhaps Lady Leveva will be able to make more sense out of it all. Despite the time we have spent together, I have this feeling she is yet to be completely honest with us. Ah, but look at me. A beloved relative tries to have me killed, and the next day I begin doubting everyone. What a sad, sad state of affairs. Perhaps to clear my head, I should call on that fine young Viscountess visiting House Hyanot from her family's stead in the Eastern Highlands. This information on Voldemort's associates should be relayed to Lady Leveva immediately. Would you be so kind? I seem to recall them saying they'd be questioning Highborn in the Pillars. Idiot. Lord, were you able to learn anything of import at the observatorium? Lord Voldemort was not the one to hire the Charlians. Lady Leveva will want to know. Lady Leveva? Lady Leveva! She was right here! Are you kidding me? Literally one quest later and she's already missing again. We must find her. I would not think any harm could come to her here in the center of the Holy See. But then again, it is what we believe back at Camp Dragonhead. I shall search the Hoplon. Might I ask you to search in the opposite direction, near the last vigil? Oh. It was literally like 5 feet from me, so... Oh well. Should probably get back to the MSQ at some point and at least try and finish up, Heavensward. Old World Astrologian, huh? I am sorry. I think you have mistaken me for someone else. Oh, and they're running away. Well, she seems alright, but she's being spied on, so there is that. Ash, when you were speaking with Quimperane, someone approached me from behind and placed a dagger to my back. No choice but to be led silently away. Luckily, my assailant let down his guard when we arrived in the shadows. I was able to deliver him a swift kick to the groin. I've been running ever since. So Voldemort wasn't the architect of this scheme to drag me back to Charlene after all. I had my suspicions. I was a fool to believe they would simply let me leave. You recall when I mentioned there were people in the old world intent on hoarding our nation's knowledge? Well, it appears that my efforts to train you and Janquinard have attracted their ire. Ash, allow me to apologize. I've not been wholly frank with you about my reason for visiting Eorzea. Truth is, I came here because of my father. My father dreamed of rekindling the Holy See's interest in Charlian astrology, believing that it would be of great benefit to the embattled people of Ishgard. He came here several moons after I was born, intending to remain for only a season. However, he never made the return journey. His dream was left unrealized, and his newborn daughter left without a father. Never once did I meet him. Every night when I look to the stars, I know that those are the same skies he too gazed upon. The same skies he used as his strength and guide. It's only natural that I follow in his footsteps. In spite of the objections from my mother, I do not wish to see her only daughter lost as well. And here I am, in Eorzea, almost 2 decades later, pursuing a dream my father never lived to realize. A dream that has become my own. And now someone is trying to stop me. Well, just let them try, I say. Just let them try. Lady Leveva, a maiden of your beauty should not wander off without an escort. Monsters hide even in the shadows of the pillars. Maiden, flattery will earn you nothing, Janquinard, but I will accept it nonetheless. Tell me, what did the vault say to our proposal? They accepted it. We have been given official permission by the Holy See to conduct a symposium on the wonders of Charlian astrology, with you as our guest speaker. Now come, we must hurry back to the Athenaeum and begin preparations. More than 15 summers to make ready for this moment, and now I only have a matter of days. Alright, just checking out some nonsense my FC's getting up to in the chat. Ashran, this has been a most beguiling past few moons. Must say, I truly did not expect the turns my fate has taken. I suppose that speaks much to my capacity as a reader of the heavens. I'm not blind to what goes on in the Foundation, so I will not claim that my life is in any way difficult. That does not mean I do not have my share of troubles, however trivial they may be. Being anything but first in line to a countship is not all whores and rainbows. The Count only truly cares about his newly appointed heir, just like the rest of my family. They expect great things from him. From me, they expect nothing. For a long time, I tried to prove that I could be as great as my cousin. That's why I went to Charlian. It's why I've tried to do things I had no business even trying. Then, once I realized no one was looking, I simply stopped caring. My actions becoming more and more outlandish. Because at the end of the day, that is what everyone expected. But then you two walked through that door and helped me realize that maybe life is more than the coffin that has been fitted for me. Maybe the fate I believed was mine was not mine at all. And for helping me see that, Ashran, I thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I have good news and bad news. The good news is preparations for the symposium on Charlian astrology have been progressing smoothly, as we have expectedly encountered very little resistance from the vault. They have even gone to the trouble of securing us a spacious venue for the event. The bad news is, the spacious venue in question lies in Falcon's Nest. Lest you wonder, I speak of the same frigid building site in the middle of nowhere that you will doubtless have heard so many good things about. Yes, my friend, that Falcon's Nest. And I suppose this may be a blessing in disguise. I'm just not certain what blessing that blessing may be. Perhaps we should all make for the hamlet and see. Greetings, Ashran. It appears that not only is our symposium to be held in a tiny hamlet, miles away from civilization, crawling with people who cannot even spell astrology, let alone grasp how it works. But that no one in the whole town has even been informed of our arrival. The three of us have been spending the last bell speaking with whomever will listen, inviting them to attend the event, so at least we won't be speaking to an empty forum. But worry not, my friend. We have saved the Northern District just for you. Charlian astrology, eh? You a heretic? 'Cause you're talking like one. There's only one kind of astrology in Ishgard, and it ain't that heathen kind. Considering as you're an unbeliever, I suppose the knights might allow you to yap and yammer. If it causes too much commotion, you'll be disappeared like that other lad. Now, when was that? Bloody heretics! So now we're gonna actually show off how good Charlie in astrology can be. An outrider! His wounds look deep. Is there a cutter nearby? It's literally just a cure. Oh, aspected benefic. Okay, that'd be... yeah. Sorry, I need to get used to these, keybinds again. What is this sorcery? My cuts, they knit themselves? Are you a healer, adventurer? If so, I have another request of you. There were others in my scouting party. We were all wounded, some of us more gravely than others. I fear that my fellow knights may be in grave danger. Would you seek them out and tend to them as you did me? I'll report to Sir Redwall, but fear that by the time he can muster reinforcements, several men will have perished. Sure, why not? Maybe this will get people to pull their heads out of their... Maybe this will get people to pay attention. Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket. No way is... oh, yeah. Western Highlands is, like I've said many times before, one of those somewhat annoying areas. It's beautiful and it's an amazing area and I really like it, but putting the single aetheryte in the entire zone at one end of the map of a big map and having so many things taking place like at all ends of the map. At all? How did you... It's as if I was never dealt a single wound. What manner of magics do you wield, friend? Charlie in astrology. Astromancy. Astromancy? I thought the stars served only to grant us insight into the Horde's movements. Why are there not more astrologians in the field? You and your companions are in Falcon's Nest to discuss that very topic. Perhaps I can persuade others in the garrison to attend. I must hurry back to the hamlet. My captain will want a full report of the day's happenings. Oh, Lysander's here. You know what? I don't want to waste the time of the flyback. Handful of gil is fine. Just get me there. Where have you been? When you did not return, we visited the northern gates and found the area astir with night activity. You left the hamlet to aid wounded scouts. You could have been killed, or eaten, or killed then eaten, or eaten then killed. What is this? You say your display of astromancy has impressed the knights into attending our event. This may work to our advantage. If the knights begin clamoring for astrologians to be assigned to their ranks, then the sea may just listen. Let us find these good men and inform them that the symposium is about to commence. Yeah, except your long, droning, boring speech probably won't convince anyone of anything. Just have me, like, fight some enemies and heal some people, and then these knights will be like, dude, why don't our astrologians learn this? Those hoar-frosted balls. Not a single person came. I told you. This was a terrible plan. Use the confusion from the jam-packed symposium to approach the target, she says. You'll have her out of the hamlet before her companions even know she's gone, she says. Even a blind babe could have seen that no one would gather for a talk on astrology in the middle of Swivin. The astrologian who tended to my wounds. As you can see, both me and my fellow knight made swift recoveries. Thanks to your wonderful magics, of course. Reinforcements from the garrison never arrived. Reinforcement... Yes, I spoke with, Sir Red Wolf myself. Perhaps he felt there was no need for reinforcements after I, convinced him what an able healer you were. Yes, that's it. That's most certainly the reason, yes. As much as we would like to attend, the captain has already assigned us to another mission. I apologize to you and your companions. Perhaps we can make, the next symposium. Carry on, then. I love when the game makes my character the densest idiot in the universe just so it can tell its story. Like, dude. They're obviously old world, spies. Well, that's it then. The vault wins. Don't think of it as such, my Lady Leveva. This is but one hurdle we must leap. The vault wants us to stop and turn around. They will continue placing hurdles before us until we do. We cannot let that discourage us. We must carry on until we reach our destination, or they run out of hurdles. You cry over hurdles? You know not how lucky you were. Did you come for the symposium? No. I wouldn't let anyone see me at that gathering. I'd be branded a heretic and sent to witch drop. Or worse, they just slit my throat and tossed me out to the beasts. Like as they did that other astrologian from the old world. The other astrologian? When was this? When you reach my age, all the summers melt together. My hair still had color, so it must have been at least a score. Mayhap more, mayhap less. Her father, undoubtedly. It's an astrologian who was... But it was long ago. Could not have been anyone you knew. Cannot dwell on the past. We must needs find a way to interpret the cards we have been dealt, so that they might benefit the present, our present. No, it could not have been anyone I knew. I never had the chance to. So her father came here to try and teach them the wonders of Wondrous astrology, and the idiots branded him a heretic and threw him off a cliff. You right, Janquinad. Mustn't let the vault, or bandits, or closed minds prevent us from achieving that which we came here for. The stars will point the way. And we will help the people of Ishgard see that as well. And back to, yep, the Athenium. Lady Leveva did not take the old man's recollection of the slain Astrologian very well. I understand that hearing of a fellow colleague's death might unnerve someone. She would think she had lost her father. Dude, seriously? Oh, Janquinad, what have you done? I will not live down this offense. See, the astrologian of whom the old man spoke. So happens that I knew him well. His name was Rufin, and he was my friend and confidant when I studied in Charlian, my only friend. He followed me back to Ishgard when my stay in the city-state was cut short by the Exodus. His dream was to rekindle interest in the forgotten techniques which gave rise to Ishgardian astrology. This was a time when the Holy See was even more opposed to foreign ideas than they are now. That evening I discovered him bleeding at his bureau was one of the saddest of my life. But even at the hour of his death, Rufin remained strong. He made me promise that I would not let his dream fade because of the closed-minded. Oh, so they didn't chuck him into the witch drop, they just stabbed him. But that has gone particularly well thus far. Perhaps if we reach a greater accord with the stars, they will show us the way forward. Yes, that sounds likely. Ooh, Malefic upgrade, nice. The vault went and outdid themselves. Location for our next symposium, the Convictory, a makeshift camp for a band of bickering knights. I've spoken at length with Lady Leveva about how we might handle this second inconvenience so as not to meet the same fate we did in Falcon's Nest. I fear the worst, but the lady believes that we may be approaching this all wrong, that we should embrace the situation and use it to our advantage. I believe she's merely unaccustomed to the thin alpine air and her wits are not in order. Chance we should make for the camp and see for ourselves. Yeah, all the way out in the middle of the zone again. I can't believe they're sending us out to this tiny, tiny little camp full of lancers to do a symposium. Yeah, I could already have predicted that. They're sending us out here specifically to try and go up against, like, these super orthodox, like, guys screaming at us that we're heretics, pretty much. Lightly, Ashran. This is not the work of bandits. Quimperane's hurts were dealt by the convictors. You were assaulted by the men sworn to protect us? This is madness! The Vault led the knights to believe that a party of astrologians would be arriving to aid them in scrying the location of the Horde's next attack. Took out their frustration on poor Quimperane when they learned I can foretell the whims of a dragon about as well as I can those of Janquinard. But no, we must not let this discourage us. If words have no weight with these men, then let our magics do the speaking. Exactly. A bunch of hillbilly knights are not a bunch of politicians trying to ruin you. You know what I mean? Just show them that you can beat the crap out of monsters and heal their wounds, and they'll be like, oh, that's actually very useful. The pain. It's gone? How did you... Nope, not dignity. Aspect of benefit. You're an astrologian. You can't heal people. It's not what astrologians do. No, that's not what your astrologians do, because they're a bunch of closed-minded idiots. Who insist that anything other than staying off the front lines where they're safe and predicting the Horde's movement is worthless to them. The wounds. It's as if they were never there. Wait, who's going to believe that I slew a dragon if I haven't the wounds to show for it? I don't know whether to thank you or slit your throat. I suppose I wouldn't be able to do either if you hadn't healed me with those queer magics. So this day I see fit to forgive you. You're an idiot. You. What the? Uh-huh. What's wrong, Lavera? Have you tapped too deeply into your mental reserves? Perhaps you should take a moment of respite. No, it was a spy. That blood's not the knight's. Ah, the loyal lapdog. Without you to state the obvious, where would your masters be, pray tell? You, again. One might think these marquees would betray my identity, but you Eorzeans have a singular capacity to look without seeing. I'm amazed you're not constantly wandering into bonfires or off cliffs. I've grown weary of this masquerade, and I'm done with entrusting my fate to this realm's blundering mercenaries. My name is Seelie, and I am here to take the Lady Laveva into custody so that she can be transported back to Sharlayan and tried for her crimes. Taken into custody? On whose authority? You're here without permission of the Forum, performing acts which amount to treason. Your grandfather has already been detained and questioned. I'm giving you the opportunity to turn yourself in and put an end to this farce once and for all. Do as I say and no one will be harmed, yourself included. But, Lady Laveva, I thought you and your grandfather were dispatched on an official expedition. Seems Laveva has not told you everything. Do you know that it was her father who was killed nearly 15 summers past? 15 summers past, Janquinard. Your adventurer friend seems already to have put two and two together. Why he didn't tell you earlier, I cannot fathom. What else are they leaving you out of, Janquinard de Durandare? But... silence! This is my final warning. When you see me again, you will either give yourself up, or you will die at my blade. Think on that, Laveva. Or just attack her right now. Always an option game. Actually, really, it's more like never an option with you. That's right. Lady Laveva's wound is deep. I don't believe I can heal it on my own. Lend me your aid. Thank you, my friends. For someone who claims she was hired to bring me back to Charlian, her aim was quite true. Lady Laveva, this silly claimed that you were not here with the blessing of the Forum. Is this so? Why did you not see fit to mention this? My grandfather knew the Forum would never allow us to come to Ishgard, that their contemplation over the matter was merely a tactic to stall and discourage us. The stars had spoken to my grandfather, and he was not about to turn a deaf ear to them. I kept silent because I did not wish to let the petty politicking of men thousands of miles to the north stand in the way of our dream to spread the word of Charlian astrology. Such was my father's dream, till he was killed for it by closed-minded peasants. But Rufin never once spoke ill of those he wished to enlighten, even at his end. How do you know my father's name? Your father and I became close friends when I was in Charlian. When the Exodus forced me to return home, he asked if he could accompany me, saying that he wished to try and convince those who once believed in the stars' power to look to the skies again. We did for several moons. My countrymen were deeply skeptical and slow to warm to the idea of heathen magics. Some were even rude. But he never gave up on them, right up until he was... I was there during your father's last moments. I heard a commotion come from his room late one night and went to check, only to find him bleeding and slumped over his diary, which he was writing when he was attacked. With his last strength, he handed me the diary and asked that I do not blame my people, but I continue our work. I believe this belongs with you now. I do not know if I can forgive those who killed my father. I do not expect you to forgive us yet, but knowing that he did, even at the moment of his death, perhaps will help you one day understand. It always reminded me of Rufin, even before I knew he was your father. Your passion for your discipline equals his own, or may even exceed it. Father, did you know what fate awaited you in this realm? Did you see all this? The stars have you merely paved the way. For me? If they did, then I shall not allow anyone to stand in your way. You're right, good man. And so I shall allow this breach of etiquette, but if you fail to address Lady Laveva properly again, I'll have you spit-shining the privy back at Durandar Manor. Leave him be, Janquinard. Without Quimbrain here, I'd have been tied up and shipped back to the old world moons ago. The stars have him here with me. He is not going anywhere, and neither am I. I am done with symposiums. That is not what my father wanted. He came here not to speak of astrology, he came here to use it. And so that is what I shall do. There are still many convictors who can benefit from these magics. And what better way to convince people of your greatness than by ensuring they remain alive long enough to sing your praises? Jan, will you tell me of my father? I would be delighted, my lady. Unless that is you mean now, as I have a prior engagement with a pair of lovely baronesses from House Samael. I would not wish to keep them waiting. Seriously? Ugh. Is he all the way back at... Yup. All the way back. Ishgard. I think that my old friend Rufin may have seen what grim fate awaited him in Ishgard, but chose to come anyway, knowing that it would inspire both me and his daughter. God, sometimes these celestial machinations are simply too grand in scope to grasp. However, if it is as we believe, then we must, as Quimperine so bluntly stated, make sure that naught disrupt us on our path to that fate. Perhaps this time I revealed to you a more powerful form of Malefic, so that you might be better prepared for the trials that are to follow. Oh, that furrow upon your brow suggests you could have used this spell earlier in your training. In retrospect, I would be inclined to agree. Thank you so much, Janquinard. Happy to report that Leveva is fine and well. Hasn't been attacked by bandits, dastards, curs, Charlian spies, or disgruntled knights once since her last encounter at the Convictory. After restoring health to all the convictors so they might return to getting wounded again, she journeyed northwest into the Dravanian Forelands. If that journey was without incident, she should be in Tailfeather now, tending to the chocobo hunters there. Might I suggest that we go and join her? Seems like all these quests are following a very similar path, like geographically a very similar path, which makes sense because it's pushing you into the deeper areas of Heavensward for these Heavensward level quests, right? Totally makes sense. But it is just interestingly something I noticed, right? And it's like, oh, let's go out to the Western Highlands for 1 or 2 missions. Okay, now we're going to Tailfeather, 1 or 2 missions there. Wonder if we'll go to, the... I wonder if we'll hit Annex Shrine, or Mogholm, or maybe even Zenith, I don't know. It's good to see you again. I pray you have not been neglecting your training. Now, you may be wondering why I chose Tailfeather of all places to visit next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I did not choose it at all. It chose me. The hunters here somehow heard of what we had done in the Convictory, and placed a formal request to have me come here and tend to the hamlet's wounded. I would like to believe this proof that word of the benefits of Charlian astrology is slowly but surely spreading throughout the realm. But enough talk. There are still many ailing souls that require succor. Would you and Janquinard mind assisting me as you did in the Western Highlands? Raise the 12, I'm healed. An honest healer? In tail feather? Now I have seen everything. I don't know who you are, but you're good in my book. These men and women have chosen a horrendously dangerous profession. Chocobo's talons can rip open flesh to the bone. A single kick can knock an otherwise hale hunter out for a sun night, if he survives it. Many of them seem surprised, grateful even, but surprised that we were here helping them. Does the hamlet not have its own healers? Do the Temple Knights not dispatch their hospitaliers this far from Ishgard? The Holy See only cares for the war with the dragons. It cannot be bothered with a handful of hunters, despite the fact these hunters are its citizens. I was told on my arrival that they managed makeshift poultices created using herbs gathered from around the hamlet. When the wounds are more severe, they turn to their sole barber who, well, is also the local butcher. Sorry. My frustration with the situation coupled with the day's efforts have me slightly drained. Might I be allowed a few moments of respite? Whimpering, Ashran, would you be so kind as to accompany the lady on her stroll? It's been far too long since that Charlian assassin showed her face, and a reading I conducted earlier this morning showed a day rife with conflict and confusion. Oh. Yep, level sync. Glad you came. There's something important I must tell you. Since Janquinar gave me my father's journal, I have spent my nights poring over his writings, trying to piece together what I could about his life. It appears he was hard-working and just, trusted all, and truly wanted to help people in need. Believed that knowledge should not be hoarded like food, but shared amongst the intellectually starved. I also knew that there were those who would see him stopped. Persons who used their influence to trick and frighten the Forum into believing that knowledge should be kept at one's breast. Persons who saw my father as a threat. His final few entries all speak of how he feared for his life, of how one man in particular was working to see him dead. The man's name is not important, for in the end it turned out your father was killed by the very people he was foolish enough to trust. People who in their slaying of a good man proved that they were unworthy of the knowledge he so freely offered them. And now here you are making the same mistake as he. Continue with this foolishness and you too will suffer his fate. Do not dare talk of my father as if you knew him. You know nothing. Your mind is as closed as the minds of those back in the old world who believe that hiding in their books will shield them from the pain and suffering of the real world. Such passion! It's a pity it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back, safe in Charlian. The Forum recognizes your talent. You're an asset to our nation and its people. We would have you live a long and prosperous life, so you may rise even higher than your father ever had the opportunity to. But we both know you're far too stubborn to take this gift so graciously offered. You would rather fight, and you know, so would I. No more games, Laveva. Let us end this. Right here, right now, with your precious stars as our witness. Spare no one, not even the girl. Oh man, Quimperane ain't doing so good, but I can't target him for crap. Oh look, there's the tail feather hunters all come out to help us because of the fact that we helped heal them. In fact, those are probably the ones we healed. Oh, that's Selly. Yeah, I better put a dot on her then. Actually, I should probably aspected Helios everyone if I can? Yes, I can. Good. Let's go ahead and dot her little pet, too. I think she's a summoner. That must have been a summon? Maybe. Try and focus her down. I want to use my AoE and just slowly get both of them. I want to pull one of them out of the fight as fast as I can. Hopefully it'll stop as soon as she's done, but at the very least that should be less people attacking my allies at once. But wow, they're taking down her the little summoned creature even faster than I was taking her down. Are you alright? I heard the commotion and came as quickly as I could. Not as quickly as these four. You remember the hunter so gravely wounded not less than a bell ago. Memory serves me, they could barely lift a finger, let alone rush headlong into a heated battle and help turn the tide. Don't be too hard on the silk shirt. Turns out we didn't need his help any road. Who'd have thought it, eh? Real life fighting astrologians. Now I truly have seen everything. They spent too much time thinking astrologians were just, you know, nerds in a room somewhere far from the actual fights. Aveva, I dare say those men would not have risked their lives had they little respect for us or our craft. You are right. Our actions here have done more to promote Charlian astrology than any long-winded discourse. I expect this very night the tale of your daring deeds will be told 100 times over in mead halls across the Forelands. Which means it will not be long before the Forum is heard as well. We Charlians may have officially abandoned this realm, but our ears remain. The one who hired Selly is who I think it is, and I expect not less than a formal edict of extradition to be issued. Edict of extradition? A Charlian has no power to force Ishgard to deliver you into their hands. Jan, they wouldn't really need to. Most of the people in power in Ishgard would be glad to be rid of her. Furthermore, what exactly is it you have done wrong, but allowed others to partake in your great nation's bottomless well of knowledge? as I did more than 15 summers ago when I studied in her halls. Things changed after you left, Janquenan. Many even believe it was my father's death that tipped the scales in favor of closing Charlene's doors, locking away all our knowledge. If the form deems it so, I could be arrested and imprisoned for the theft of natural resources. I see no reason why your Holy See, who has already shown its disdain for our efforts, would stand in its way. So what do we do? Your grandfather, your father, they have given up so much to see you here. We cannot just concede defeat. Now that we have finally begun to make headway. Never said we would, Jen. I have no intention of giving up or giving in. Doing so would be to deny the sacrifices made by my father and grandfather. The stars have shown me the path I must take. There's no other. And it begins back at Tailfeather, healing those who aided us. I will see the two of you in Ishgard once I have settled matters here. Whimperain will see I arrive unharmed. Lady Leveva still has not returned from Tailfeather. But do not worry, I have had word that she simply intends to stay a few turns of the sun longer. We should be worrying about, however, is the Forum and their pending decision on our companion's extradition. If an official edict is drafted, I fear we may find ourselves at the mercy of the Vault. If that were to happen, there will be little we can do to keep Leveva here, short of starting a war. If only we had more time. When I was studying in Charlene, I had whispers of an ancient astromantic spell which could stop time and the very movements of the heavens. All of my professors denied it existed, of course. You actually gonna try and stop time? Collective unconscious. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my god. How much damage? 10%. This is busted. This seems busted. The Scholar gets a shield. I think its shield is only 10%. Let me double check really quick. I want to see if that's as busted as I think it is. The Scholar shield only suffer 90% of all damage, so that's a 10% shield. Okay, so he gets one effect. The White Mage, Veil of Succor, granting healing over time, Cure Potency 100, gets the other. Dude, the Astrologian's shield literally does everything the Scholar's and the White Mage's shield does together. That is busted. 24 seconds. 15 seconds. 18. And it literally lasts longer than the Scholar's shield does, too. 15. Okay. So his regen is the same potency as the White Mage, but doesn't last as long as the White Mage's. But his shield is exactly as strong as the Scholar's, but lasts longer. The Astrologian has a shield ability that literally stacks both the White Mage's and Scholar's shields together, and is actually better than the Scholar's, just in time. Just the Scholar's single effect, the Astrologian has that same effect, but longer. They really do need to rework some of the healer stuff. And that's not me saying they need to nerf Astrologian either. I think they need to just kind of rework is what I'd go with. Like, make the shields drastically different things so as to give the classes more definition into what they're supposed to do. Or if you're going to have the shields be similar, then have them be similar, right? Let the Scholar and the Astrologian also do both effects and let them last about the same amount of time. Or let the Scholar and the White Mage also have both effects. Or really split up what effects they have. I don't know what I'd recommend, though. I mean, the Scholar getting a shield and the White Mage getting a regen is absolutely perfect. That makes perfect sense to me. But then what would the Astrologian get? I mean, it needs to be a mitigation of some kind. So that's shield or regen. Or... a stun, maybe? Maybe the Astrologian's mitigation should be a stun. Rather than putting it up on yourself or your party, you put it up over enemies and it like stuns or like freezes time, basically stuns like every single enemy inside of it for a certain amount of time. Something like that. Considering the quest they're talking about giving it to me in is the one that comes right after he talked about some skill that supposedly was able to stop time. I don't think that's what this is actually supposed to be doing. I think that was just some flavor text for later, but still. I don't know, man. Word of Lady Leveva's charity has begun spreading, my friend. I have attended more than one luncheon where it was positively dripping off the tongues of all the good lords and ladies. And the knights, oh, the knights. They have started rumbling about why magics that not only heal the wounded, but also enhance the strengths of the healthy are not being employed to save the lives of those on the front lines. Needless to say, the Vault is not amused. Their plan to have us fade into obscurity has rebounded upon them, and now they are scrambling to twist this situation to their advantage. Listen. The Vault would have us officially attend an operation currently underway in the Western Highlands village of Hemlock. Now they're just straight up trying to get us killed, right? In trying to appease the knights by like, oh yes, we'll definitely put some Astrologians on the front lines to support you. They're gonna send us into what's basically like the most dangerous part of the front lines, hoping to get us all just killed so we'll shut up. The settlement was abandoned after the calamity. Sorry. Just need to do something. And has since been overrun with beasts of all manner. The Holy See seeks to reclaim it, and my uncle, the Count, has generously volunteered his knights to clear the area of any remaining threats. It is win-win for the Vault. The operation is small enough and far enough away from the capital that even if it is a success, no one will pay it half a mind. But the Vault will be able to say that they answered the pleas of the knights. If, for any reason, the operation were to fail, then the Vault would be able to attribute the failure to the Astrologian presence and turn the high houses against Lady Leveva. I spoke with the lady about this. She said she was not interested in the politics of the situation, only that it was her duty to aid people in need. We should speak with her, and soon. Let us make haste to Hemlock. Oh no, back into the... What is that? Trumped? I have no idea what that is. Level 58. Trumped. I don't even know what that is. I think I have seen map markers similar to that in some places, but can't remember what they're used for. House Durandare Knight. Help with the operation. Word has the battle has taken a turn for the worse. Oh, you have to actually enter Hemlock? Wait, what? Then what's the point of... Huh. Maybe they'll make me talk to him in a minute. Maybe she'll just send me to him? Severely underestimated the strength of our enemies. Now my men and women find themselves overwhelmed. Tight wedges we had at the day's onset have all degraded into small knots of fighting. The number of wounded is growing faster than our chaplains can heal them. Thank the Fury you arrived when you did. No? This looks pretty similar to normal. I wonder if that's just like a special event or something that you can take part in. Where am I? Where's my company? I must return to them. Shan't forget this, Astrologian. I'm forever in your debt. You have my thanks, but there must still be many who require succor. I heard a woman scream beyond this very boulder not moments before you arrived. Oh, frickin' wonderful. What is it this time? Yup. Of course. Game. Use the ability I'm saying to use, please. There we go. Just me hitting buttons again, just fat fingering the wrong keys. Mm-hmm. What have we here? Sylvestra, you who vowed never to set foot in this barbarian land again, unless... Clever girl. Yes, it was I who hired Sally to bring you back to Charlian. If you had come back with us quietly, you would have been free right now. Rather than a wanted criminal facing a trial, imprisonment, even execution. Depending on what you have told these tame savages of yours. Yes, my dear. I offered you a chance, and you foolishly refused it. The edict has been issued, and I am here to collect you. Well then, I'll kill you. We must place some of the blame for that on our friend Silly. Had she not insisted on playing games, perhaps you would have displayed reason back in the Black Shroud. Instead, she merely added fuel to the fire, already hottened with your inherent stubbornness. Now I am forced to make the journey to this filthy realm to clean up her mess. I suppose that starts with these companions of yours. Ash, take Janquin out and leave. Right now. Neither of you are ready for the magics of the variety he wields. No. How about no? How about I'm sick of you telling me what I can and can't do? I've got plot armor. No, I'm not going anywhere. He literally cannot beat me because I can just keep coming back till I win. I'm going to reclaim my father's journal. Brave. Your father was brave. Your father is also dead. Lady Leveva! I now understand Sally's frustration. This realm is truly overrun with vermin. How we suffered here for so long. Never know. Very well, Leveva, you leave me no choice. We already know we have questioned Mace regarding your unauthorized passage into Eorzea. What you may not know is that we still hold him in the dark cells. Just as a precautionary measure, of course. Would not want him to see him flee again before the trial. Now, your grandfather is not as spry as he used to be, and I am uncertain how long the sanity of a man of his age will last in complete darkness. Though the longer you delay, the closer we come to finding out. If you wish to see your grandfather released, you will come to the abandoned city in the Dravanian hinterlands. There, my airship will be waiting to take you back to the old world, where you will be tried. Fairly, of course. Suppose you could run, but know that doing so would have grave consequences for your grandfather, and possibly your mother as well. We would still eventually find you. Wait, my father's diary! He may still be close. Wait here. Lady Leveva, who was that? The strangest feeling I should know him from somewhere. Sylvestra, leader of the Bibliotheques. A powerful group of conservative fundamentalists who seek to control the whole of Charlene's knowledge. They believe that our people should not become involved in history, only be witness to it, then analyze it until all the lives lived and lost are but numbers on a page. You may remember Sylvestra, Jan Cornard, because he's the self-same man who has pushed for old Charlene to batten its doors, and has ushered my father's death as his rallying cry. Now I'm certain that he had my father killed. Near the end of my father's diary, he mentions being contacted by a young Sylvestra, who happened to be an older classmate of his when they were both at the studium. Sylvestra, looking to make a name for himself as a politician, warned my father against continuing to disseminate knowledge of Charlean astrology in Eorzea. A warning my father, of course, did not heed. Soon after, several attempts were made upon my father's life. When he subsequently looked into the matter, he discovered that there was a price on his head, and that Sylvestra had put it there. He discovered a contract signed by the wretch folded in my father's journal. He had planned on revealing it to the Forum on his return. He never had the chance. Janquinard, my father gave you that journal before he died. You never once opened it. Did not think it was mine to read. But what you say? If it is true, we must get that diary back. Come, seems the fighting has died down. Let us report to the captain of the knights, then return to Ishgard so we may plan our next move. Many lives were saved today because of you. If this is what we can expect from Charlean astrology, I see no reason why we shouldn't have knights trained in the field. I'll recommend this to the Lord Commander. I suspect he will be pleased to see the day won with so few casualties. If you require our services again, you need only ask. Come, Ashran, let us hasten back to Ishgard. Moments ago, we received a missive from the commander of my father's guard. He thanked us again for our assistance in Hemlock, and has formally requested that Lady Leveva train several of his knights in Charlian astrology. The vault, however, remains silent, and I believe this silence to be calculated. If the edict issued for Lady Leveva's extradition has arrived, they need only turn a blind eye to Sylvester's actions, until he has spirited the lady from the realm, and people simply forget she was ever here. But we are not going to let that happen, are we, my lady? Sorry, Janquinad, but I no longer see how we cannot. Sylvester has my grandfather. He's threatened to take my mother, and he now has the one thing that could have saved them both, my father's journal. No, Janquinad, I cannot deny my fate any longer. I've done several readings since our return, and everyone is the same. Deceit, manipulation, submission. My path is clear. You, however, can carry on. Sylvester has no authority over you, or you, Ash. See that my father's dream is fulfilled. Promise me that much. I shall promise you that and more, my lady. Quimperane and I will see you to the place of the meeting and do whatever possible to make certain that Sylvester keeps his word. You know that by attending me you put yourself in danger. He has shown he will not hesitate to kill anyone who stands in his way. Now that he knows I know of his involvement in my father's death, but still, you would stand by my side in my last moments in Eorzea. You do not deserve friends such as you. Ashran, ether is the building block of all that surrounds us, meaning that everything is connected. Someone closely attuned with that ether can, in a sense, link themselves with others, feeling their joy, feeling their pain. Scholars of the soul call this empathy. Crystal gazers and card readers call it the Wheel of Fortune. We astrologians call it collective unconsciousness. Whatever you call it, I feel that bond with you, both of you. Thank you. Yeah, see? It's not lore-wise supposed to be a time stop. It's literally just supposed to be like connecting your soul with the souls of basically everyone who's in the bubble with you. So that you like share each other's pain and triumph. Celestial Opposition. Instant, 60-second recast, 200 potency cure with 100 potency regen for 15 seconds. Okay. AoE as well. Alright. Looks like this is the last one. Yeah. Because I'm getting my artifact gear from this one. Alright. This will be the last story quest for the night. Quite aware that the mere notion of accompanying Leveva to the answering quarter is bordering on absurd. Not at all, dude. If you didn't, I was going to. I'd also gladly just straight up attack Sylvestra. I'm willing to try and explain to some other member of the forum why we killed this idiot, but I'm not willing to turn her over to this idiot. I cannot in good faith abandon our good friend in her time of need. Not after all we have been through. I'm overjoyed to see that you have come to the same conclusion as well. You two are foolish, but I would not trade friends such as you for all the gold in the Orm Vale. It's not worth it, Laveva. It's not worth it. All the gold in the universe isn't worth running the Orm Vale again. But there's no gold in the... My lady, might I ask you entertain a second option? You said that your father's diary contained a document which implicates Sylvester in Rufin's murder. What if, and I fully understand the enormity of this if, but what if Sylvester still has yet to lay eyes on that document? Suppose he only took the diary to provoke you. If we could somehow retrieve it before you boarded his airship, then we would have a bargaining chip of our own. But this man is the leader of the bibliotheques. Their sole purpose in life is the hoarding of knowledge. Of course he read the diary. And knowing Sylvester, the document would have been set to flame the moment he discovered it. Unless we told him there was another document, one that I removed from the diary to have examined, one that was not in the diary when he stole it. Of course, there's no such page, but it would be easy enough to draft something up from memory of what I saw. Something that would appear official from a distance. Just might work, though there is always the chance that he may simply attempt to take the document by force. For that to happen, we would be fortunate to escape with our lives. Sylvester is a formidable astrologian. Some say he even possesses the power to stop time. But I thought those were only... No, we mustn't think of that. There's little time left before the scheduled meeting in the answering quarter. Lady Laveva's plan is all we have. If we are to save both her and her family, we must act, and trust that the stars will guide us to victory. Charlian's answering quarter. Oh, out near Idleshire. Okay. Just change something online really quick. Alright. That was interesting. JJ like logged out and logged back in like 5 seconds later. We're just having internet trouble. Oh. This way. I'll be back to finish your little booklet later, little cat girl. Well, hello there. Now 15 summers have come and gone since I last set foot on the paths of contemplation. This place appears as if it has been inhabited for centuries, if it hasn't been inhabited for centuries. Nature is the greatest of levelers, Janquina. She provides us with what we need, but when we are done with it, she is quick to take back what is and always has been rightfully hers. There's still time before Sylvester is to arrive. I'd like to take a walk and see where my father lived. Just knowing that I tread the same ground as he may grant me my mind peace. Well, might I suggest a rooftop garden directly to the south of here? Your father and I would spend many a night there gazing up at the stars and prattling on about our dreams into the small hours. It's where he first told me of your mother, your birth mother, not the aunt who cared for you after Lady Bird died in labor, and the child she was carrying. I didn't know that her mother was actually her aunt, or that her actual mother was dead. I wonder if they mentioned that at some point in the storyline, or if that's just some background biography type stuff that you have to look somewhere else to get. Wonder if my father knew that one day I would be here, standing under the same sky he did. Did he know that he would have a daughter who was as stubborn as he? A daughter who would put her life and the lives of those she loved in danger because of an unfulfilled dream? Sorry, I was just checking something. I think he did. And I think if he were here now, he would be proud. Proud that I at least tried. Proud that I did not let fate control me, but that I rather walked hand in hand with that fate down a path my father left. Not only for me, but for all those who would carry in their hearts the same dream. I believe he would be as well, my Lady Leveva. Though I did not fully realize it until recently, these past moons, it has been as if Rufin was here by my side once again. The passion, the stubbornness, the talent. I do not think he would stand idly by as Sylvester had his way, and so I believe neither should we. Thank you, Jeanne. I know I have been hard on you, but it is only because you are an incompetent astrologian with an aversion to training, not because you are anything but a good man and a good friend. Now let us see what the stars have in mind for us today. I hate you. Do you love me? Sorry, I just messed around with the FC a little. Oh god. The responses are pretty bad. Everyone's getting in on it. So we're just giving JJ an aneurysm. Alright, I'll get into this. Sylvester is not a man to be late. He will be here. Ever so predictable, Leveva. Sorry to inform you, there's been a change of plans. There will be no return to your homeland, no tear-filled reunion with your grandfather, no trial, only a sentence. And that sentence shall be carried out here, by mine hand. You see, after reading your father's diary, it became clear that you and your wretched friends know too much. You would not believe how long I have been searching for that document. The last one that connected me to your father's unfortunate accident. Tracked down and had all the others destroyed. But this one has eluded me for almost 2 decades. The last. Jan? Ash? It appears we are left with but a single path. There was only ever one, my lady, and we shall see it to the end. Go ahead and tag Whimpering, and then I'll just focus my fighting on him. Celestial Stasis. Okay, time to destroy these. that? Yeah, that is. Focus on him. Yeah, except we took out all of your, cards, so that didn't last very long. I'm not even gonna bother with the other enemies. Focus on keeping my allies alive, and focus on burning him down. Blah blah blah. It's just lathering on and on. Just bad guy monologuing. That one should take care of itself. I'll get this one. Remember to use those cards, otherwise what's the point of playing the class if you're not using the benefits that come with it? Okay, sure, use that attack on us, dude. We took out all of your cards. It's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna stand over here, so the next time he targets me with an AoE... Oh, never mind, he's not gonna get that chance. Wait, if you wish to see your grandfather live, you'll not kill me. That was never our intention, Sylvester. No, I only wish to ask you a few simple favors. The first being the return of my father's diary. You will then send word back to the old world to have my grandfather released immediately. And finally, you will return to Charlian and report to the Forum that I have disappeared and am presumed deceased. Fail to do any of these things, and I shall tell the Forum all I know of your involvement in my father's death. I doubt they will be as generous with their mercy as I. And what? You shall remain here and continue to spread our knowledge across this worm-eaten realm like it was sweet cream butter? You know not what you do. The barbarians of this realm have shown that they can only use knowledge to destroy each other. They corrupt it, they lessen it, and then they forget it. They never once have shown that they are worthy of the knowledge they so defile. And yet you would still give it to them. Very well, I shall do as you ask. But know that the Forum is ever listening, ever watching. Should you continue your escapades here in Ishgard, they will find out. That's okay. I mean, there's 2 whole quest lines I need to go through first, but eventually I'm gonna walk right up to the forum and just start slapping them across the face because they're all idiots. I'll gladly walk right into the center of the forum in Endwalker and just start slapping everybody around until they get up off their asses and do something. They will send others until they have succeeded where I have failed. And you'd best make certain they do not. You are a powerful man who also happens to be a master of lies and deceit. I pray the task should not prove too difficult, and if it does, well then I can always show them what manner of a man you truly are. Do not think there will be any need for that. Sylvester, however wicked, is not a fool. He will not sacrifice what he has spent the past 2 decades building over a girl he, even with his back to the cobbles, sees as an inferior. Especially if you have offered him a means of accomplishing it without causing him to lose face. His pride, of course, will ache, but it's not a little wine cannot cure. You're right, Jean Quinard. Something I never thought I would admit, at least out loud. So, does this mean you will remain in the sea and continue your teachings? Of course I will. There's the pending contract with House Durandare, my obligations to the convictors and the hunters of Tailfeather. And then, of course, there's the matter of your incomplete training. If memory serves me, you have still only opened half of the Heaven's Gates. Wait, didn't I open all of them during the 50 quests? Thought I did. Oh well. We'll see. Party? Not aware of any party that's going on with the... Maybe they're doing like a watch party or something for the live letter. No? No, that wouldn't make sense, because JJ was saying she probably wasn't going to watch it at all. We'll see. Well, things did not go completely as planned, but we arrived at the fate intended for us nonetheless. Now the question is, what do we do with this fate we have been granted? I believe this warrants another reading, or perhaps after we've had a bite to eat. Ah, Ashran. You're just in time to greet the Athenium's newest member. Wow. May I present you with Lord Ruffin. Cut her hair short, dressing up as a man, and being her father basically so as to sell the idea that she's presumed dead. Yeah, I get it. Why the surprise? Ah, but I believe I know the answer. Your senses are doubtless reeling from having witnessed poor Lady Leveva's tragic end in the hinterlands. Contrary to popular opinion, I was not murdered at all. but merely on a long and winding journey that has finally brought me back to Ishgard so that I may teach the secrets of Charlayan astrology once again. I mean to show the people that fate is a path that need not be walked in darkness, that the stars can be used to light the way. And my first lesson, that those who oppose this celestial guidance shall find their foes burning on and on without end. Well, okay then. And that's it for the Heavensward ones. Next up's the Stormblood ones. Whenever I get around to them. The Stars in Our Faults 2. New name? Stargazer. Drone Sniper. Oh man, I destroyed 100 interceptor drones in PvP. Huh. Well, okay then. New. Yes? No? No. Nope. It's interesting. Yeah, it looks like it's her outfit. Those are interesting, actually. I like those. Nope. Nope. Not really. Maybe. Maybe. Really, not really. No. Maybe. I'll keep it for now. Probably never use it in any glamour ever, but oh well. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go on it's gonna be a really quick break. This is just gonna be like a couple of minutes, right? And go check on my family, maybe grab a snack. Not even a meal or anything, just a snack. And come right back. So probably like 5 minutes at most. And then I'm going on a bunch of different sort of like keeping up with the game sorts of things, right? I'm going to be working on daily roulettes. I'm going to be working on doing some relic stuff. I'm going to be working on doing the Wondrous Tail book for the week, that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in sticking around for that stuff, then I'll be back in just a little bit. And I'm back. It's pretty quick. I'm gonna change like the stream title and update the Twitter and stuff, so that'll take a minute, but otherwise. Alright, stream title updated, and updating tweet. Alright. Let's see what's going on. Oh, these stupid club advertisements. It's nice of them to use those big squared letters like that to make it so blatantly obvious. It's so easy to see them all and just block it all, so you don't have to look at it anymore. Like if someone advertises a club or an event or something that's going on once, it's not a big deal, but when you see like 10 of the same one just over and over and over again. Ordering pizzas. Oh look, there's a bunch of more ones. I can only imagine most of these are just alts anyway. Right? If you're gonna advertise the same place 10 times, then not interested. Flooding party finder with garbage. Not interested in sellers. Oh, look. Look at all those diamond cafes. Nope. Bye-bye. Didn't notice there were so many because they're not using big, bold, obnoxious letters. Oh, and the tea house, advertising itself a dozen times. Anything else? Yep, these ones. Not interested in your DJ advertisements or clubs or... Looking to farm Alexander parts. Sophia Bird. Yeah, level 90s. Sorkai. Res healers. What? Whatever. Doesn't look like anything all that special's going on. Let me check. $50 to $60 dungeon. 60 dungeon. Void Arc. Arm of the Father. I don't have access to any of those, as far as I know. Howling Eye Extreme, I think I can do solo if I go in unsynced on my Sage. I think I have done Howling Eye Extreme solo before. I don't know that I've done Thorn March. I think I've done the 3 primals, Howling Eye Navel, and Bowl of Embers, and I know I've done Striking Tree. I don't know that I've done Thorn March or Whirl Eater solo. And some of the mechanics in Thorn March or Whirl Eater might make those difficult to do solo. At least till I'm high enough level to just like burst them down in 5 seconds and be done with them. I've tried Minstrel's Ballads solo, I can't do them. Binding Coil of Bahamut turn 1 I could do easily. Yeah, the Book of Sky Earth. I could get started on that stage of the relic. But really, I'm working on, like, getting all of the relics I possibly can up to the Zenith stage right now for like every single class available, and then sort of moving them up in stages together. So let's do Sage. Okay. Which will be my highest level class. And then yeah, I remember this whole section. I can basically just run right through and let all the enemies just gather up around me. Because who cares? There it is, the dark matter golem. Anyone else? Nope, good. God, I do love this music. Oh, whoops. Better get off that platform. Alright. Why not? May as well. No one else here to get the items anyway. Choker, earring, choker, don't care about any of that stuff. The Woot's nugget, I can't remember what that's used for. Woot's ingots. Woot's spear and ebony longbow. So there are some... Oh, the replica dreadworm stuff too. Some mastercraft weapons. I wonder if some of these are used for relics. Because most of the relic stuff, the stuff that you have to craft for the relic tends to be mastercraft gear too. Okay. It's 4. I think I can do Howling Eye. I might be able to actually run a 50 to 60 dungeon alone. Can't do Final Coil turn 4. I mean, I might be able to, but I haven't personally been able to. I've tried it before, solo. Howling Eye Extreme. Wow, Feather Rain did literally nothing to me. Same with Mistral Song. So bad. Oh my god, I burst her down so bad that she summoned her sisters that early. I did not realize I was doing that much damage to her. That takes care of that. What's she doing now? Reckoning? Okay. I don't know that I need to do this. It might deal 0 damage to me as well, honestly. Well, come at me, Razor Plumes. And then in the bubble. Not that I think that'll matter. Again, I don't know that she can even do anything to me. I could try Thorn March or Whirl Eater, maybe, possibly. I suppose the only thing in Whirl Eater that I think would be like life-threatening to me is if I don't trigger the shield in the right time. I don't know for sure if I could do those. I've never tried really running dungeons solo. At least not dungeons that were anywhere even remotely close to my level, which those would qualify as remotely close to my level. They're like 10 levels below me, so... I will try... try Thorn March first. God, I barely know any of the mechanics for Thorn March myself, so if it has some, like, I don't care what level you are, you're gonna die anyway mechanic, I might screw it up badly. I do know that you need to, like, not kill all of the logs separately. You want to make sure to, like, burst them all down at once or something. Or even just not focus on them, maybe? Because I kill them in one shot, so there's no way I can just, like, focus them down all at once. It's just not gonna happen. I just need to focus on the king. Or am I doing any damage to him? No, I'm doing 0 damage to him, man. God, because he only reses like 3 times and then he does a just area clear to just instantly kill you. Doing Memento Moogle. Yeah, I don't know that I'll be able to do this one. Because the Moogles are shooting off to every corner possible to keep me from being able to take them down in time. Still 0? Yep, still 0. Now I'm damaging him. Okay, if I can just get them down while he's busy spamming Memento Moogle, then I can get them down enough to where I can hit him. Now I just need to burst him down before he gets Memento Moogle off. There we go. Okay. So Thorn March is not impossible, in fact. You just need to, like, kind of know what you're doing a little bit. Let's see if I can do Whirl Eater. Ribbon Offending. I mean, I think if I die on Whirl Eater, that's really, like, more of a me problem than a this is really not designed for a solo thing. I just need to make sure I don't fall off the boat and make sure I trigger the shield in time, and I think I should be good. I can't think of anything else. Oh, have I never done Whirl Eater Extreme? Like, at all? Oh, I didn't have to. I bought the Leviathan mount during the irregular Tombstone whatever event. So yeah, I didn't have to run this one. Well, okay then. Skip. Oops, wrong button. Wanted to do that one. Okay, where are you going? Get rid of all these enemies. Oh god, I forgot about Hysteria. I completely forgot about Hysteria, the stupid fucking zone effect that just gets left there. I need to get rid of these gyre spumes, whatever. No, I don't think I'm gonna do this in time. Where am I? Elemental converter now? Is that the right time? No, I think I triggered it too early. Yeah, I definitely triggered this at the wrong time. He's gonna knock me into Hysteria, isn't he? No. Yep, I triggered it way the wrong time. Oh, he can't even kill me with that? Jesus, usually that's a wipe. This way. Don't fall off the boat. The only thing that can stop you now is if you fall off the boat or walk off the boat. God damn Hysteria. Are you kidding me, game? Those Hysteria zones literally last for like 10 freaking minutes. How am I supposed to do anything when the Hysteria zones are literally just not going away and they're everywhere? How are you actually supposed to do this when the Hysteria zones are just all over the place and he's constantly knocking you about the boat? Good. Good. Where's he coming? That side? And now... Oh. Didn't know he was gonna do that there. Oh well. Luckily, I don't need to worry about it. This way. Stay out of those bad zones. Stay out of the Hysteria at all costs. Focus on Leviathan. Don't worry about the gyre spumes. Don't worry about the elemental converter. Just focus on burning Leviathan down. You have the DPS to do this and do it. Oh, but that doesn't matter because you're going to deal 0 damage to him. Okay. Nice to know. Crap, pay attention. Okay. I'd like to burn through the gyre spumes more. Can I deal damage to him now? No. Other gyre spume maybe? Okay, I'm still not dealing any damage to him. What am I supposed to do? Heavy, 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 a bunch of heavy abilities. Oh, am I dead? Or am I still alive? Nope, I'm still alive. Blam. Am I even dealing any damage to him? Yes, I am dealing damage to him. But I must be hitting break points, right? I must literally be hitting, like, health gap points where they refuse to let me progress any further until he does a specific thing. That must have been it. I must have been hitting break points in his health where they would just not let me progress any further until he did certain mechanics. Okay. I need to shuffle them while I still can. Nope. Nope. Good enough. Still not good enough. Come on, game. And I'm out. Let's do... none of it. Thanks a lot, game. Discard. Discard. Ooh, the Astrologian's one. Maybe. Rings. Bunch of garbage I don't care about. Okay. I love how you could just blow through all of your second chance points and not get anything of any value out of it. It's so annoying. Let's see. Level 50, eye level 95. It's only really good for glamour. What would I like to have a glamour on? The Dragoon might be a decent Leviathan glamour. Possibly. I mean, it would fit. Not so much. Oh well. Okay. Now I need to be working on Black Mage. I have 2 more levels. Oh wow. There we go. Is there any... Alright, I'll drop into Frontline first. And then I will get back to my relic. Oh yeah, I need to actually be doing the... Oh, that's unfortunate. Generally, I would use whatever I'm doing with my relic while waiting for the duty queues, but I have to wait for queues for my relic. So instead, I guess I'll farm Atma? Yeah, I'll probably farm Atma while I'm waiting for duty queues. Okay, where is everybody? We got a decent spread. A couple of tanks, at least one healer. Check my mounts. See what I have. I'm pretty sure this is my, like, tiniest mount that I have. Not that I think it matters that much, but I was thinking, like, if you're really able to get any kind of technical benefit in PvP from your mount, aside from the Cruise Chaser, which I think is still faster than all the other mounts since it's a Mog Station only mount, I think your best bet would be going with, like, the smallest, most inconspicuous mount you can have, so that maybe you can cut past people pretty close without them even noticing you moved by them. But aside from that, I can't really think of any real tangible benefit for specific mounts in PvP. Oh, guys. Don't press the advantage too hard. You're going into their main base. You're probably gonna get killed. Oh, we might actually... Oh, we actually were able to get that one. That's insane. I mean, so far we seem to be taking a massive sweep at the very beginning, but that being said, if we're gonna be this aggressive the whole game, we might overextend ourselves way too much. I feel like they're overextending themselves a lot. Let's see if I can grab this one while they're all busy fighting. Yeah, right now... Oh god, nope. Here they come. Nope. Oof. You want to keep chasing me? Oh crap, I went right into their base instead of into ours. I was going the wrong way. That was straight up my fault. Check something really quick. There we go. I'll check that again later. About the bridge. Are they fighting over the bridge, or are they busy in the center? No, I think those are... Yeah, not doing that. Thank you. They've already got it. Not even bothering with that. Did any... No, fighting over the center is really the only thing we've got left right now. Yeah, I don't want to try and push that deep in. There's one, but they're undoubtedly going to get that one. All right, got the center. deal with that. Oh, there's a 4-point one over here. Holy crap. Do I not want to deal with that? Jesus. It's watching like 20 people bum rush you at maximum speed. Whatever, dude. Right now we're busy getting ganged up on from every angle possible, so no, we can't be looking at the map right in this second. Thank you. No, can't be fighting them off alone. If it's just one, no, there's another. Oh, here comes someone to back me up, though. We might be able to do this. Keep them occupied. Nope, can't keep them occupied. The second it came up, they went after me as fast as they could. Kidding me? Just how many pulls and chains does that jackass have? Unbelievable. All that warrior had was literally just infinite skills to lock me in and pull me in and pin me down, and it's like, how many freaking status effects are you gonna give that one fighter? No, let them fight it out over there and waste all their time and effort fighting each other. Oh, we're overextending a lot. Like, we're not gonna get any of those points there. There's way too many of everyone there, so pushing ourselves out there is not gonna help. But mid might be coming up soon. That one we might be able to get. Especially with all of us going for it. Well, look at map. Oh, mid. Okay, sure. Come on, guys, keep them distracted. Go for the point, but you gotta keep them off of us. There we go. No, they already got that one. I really don't want to try and fight over that one. That's gonna be a nightmare. Oh, there's a 5-point there, but everyone's gonna rush that. Oh boy. Nope, time to go. I say let them bicker over the 5-point. We'll grab this 5-point back here near our base. There we go. We grabbed a 5-point. And a 4-point. Man, we got both of them. Very nice. Next up, I guess we can fight over this one. Oh, completely obliterated the other teams. John Doc gets it. How we doing? Still 58? Huh. Any DPS up? Oh, not really. Almost never. Okay. Then I'm going to... How's the Bowl of Embers look? Average wait time 5 minutes, really? That's surprising. Okay. Do I need... No. No, I don't have my relic with me. This is just going as a black mage to get the things I need. Drop into the estate. I want to see if I can do my botanist one for today to level that up a little more. Eventually. Chocobos? Umbra. Some good names in there. Huh. Pop in, see what they've done with the estate recently. Ooh. My bitrate just tanked for a second there. Check again. Sorry, I just need to respond to something. Yeah, red. Lots of red, lots of pink. Nice. Private chambers, huh? No access. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna drop into... I do like the design though. That's nice. Gridania. Dimithrite. I think I might have some of that somewhere. Or I might have used it all up. Well, there we go. 8 and 2. Come on, go through. Nope, not roasted. Normal. Ugh, 99, 99, 99. Don't want any of those. I think this 24 is probably the cheapest I'll be able to grab. Caramels. Culinarian stuff tends to be fairly cheap. Nah. What else do I want to check? Weaver, Armorer, and Blacksmith. Those ones are usually too friggin' expensive, though. Nah. Don't want any of those. Let me go. Stick a couple of pieces that I'm interested in keeping in my drawers, and then I'll just dump everything else. Wave Torquetum. The Welkin hat robe and breeches. How are we doing? Oh, leveled up. Not accompanying someone of the same race. Chance to receive bonus company seals. All squadron members are a different race. Chance to receive bonus company seals. I don't care too much about the company seals, really. Go for that. And then just keep these guys training to bring up their levels the last little bit that I need. And then we'll just dump the rest of this stuff. Wait, I have to myth right over here. Oh. Okay. Now let's just pop out into the shroud. Make sure to put on my Zenith weapon. Yes, got an Atom of the Maiden. And that is 2, 1. That one goes there. This Central Shroud, right? Yeah, I'm in Central Shroud. Okay. I'm just gonna like lay them out here and then just gather as many as I can, basically. I think there are 12 relic weapons? Is that right? I can't remember the exact number. See, it's moments like this, which is exactly why I prefer to do this on my Bard, right? Because I can fight at range, I can just sort of stand in one place and fight everyone around me really easily without having to chase everyone down. But also I don't have to, since I'm level syncing, so I'm in range for certain enemies to want to attack me, I don't have to like run in and expose myself to other non-fate enemies while I'm dealing with the fate targets. This frickin' Syrphid swarm's right in my face, desperately trying to get me to accidentally attack it. Wow, this one really requires you to kill quite a few of these imps. Done? Yep. There's another one. Nice. What is... Oh. Oh yeah. Probably should have my buddy out fighting alongside me while I'm doing this, just to gain a little experience with him. There's not a great one. Revenant thing's a little higher level, so it'll probably take a little longer to finish, but still. I don't want to do boss fates. Yeah, so much for that 5-minute wait time, huh? Nope, I can't attack the fate target unless I'm part of the fate. Remember that whole nonsense. Aggressively trying to, like, keep me out. There we go. God, my bitrate is just flying like crazy suddenly. That message earlier was about some problem they're having with my internet. I really hope my family's not messing around with the freaking internet cable while I'm playing the game. Infernal nails. Okay. Holy crap. There we go. that worked. Jesus, no one even stays around long enough for me to vote on anyone. Okay, yeah, my bitrate's flying in every which direction imaginable right now. So, really don't want to play around with that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end it now. With my internet doing I don't even know what. It was like fully stable the entire time I was running the story. Suddenly it's just refusing to be stable in any way, shape, or form. Just flying all over the place. So I'm gonna just go ahead and end it for tonight. I come back again. No, if I can manage to get Black Mage up, maybe I'll run through some of its story. Or... More relic stuff. Black Mage, maybe a 60 if I get it up there. Maybe I should get through 3.4 and 3.5 over the next couple of days. And be, like, finished with the main Heavensward story and, like, ready to go into Stormblood whenever I want. Yeah, I might do that, actually. I might continue at the next section of the MSQ next time I play. Anyway, it'll probably be MSQ or maybe Black Mage story if I get it up there. So anyway, my internet's still going crazy, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And if you're interested in keeping up with me or keeping up with the messages that I set out when I go live and what I'm doing that night, when I'm streaming and all that stuff, then that's where you can keep up with my stuff. YouTube's mostly like videos, guides, little things like that. Twitter and Discord tend to be where I talk about what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. So I will see you guys next time, hopefully, and later.